By the end of this week, the fire danger rating is expected to be high to extreme in the Prince George Forest region. 50% of forest fires are caused by people, and outdoor enthusiasts heading into the backcountry are being reminded to take safety precautions.
As the long grass begins to dry up over the next few days, it will become more of a fire hazard. 50% of forest fires are started by humans. The Forest Service is reminding ATV users to be familiar with their machine and surrounding.
That they have an approved spark arrestor, and that's something that's required, but also that they maintain their ATV well, and that includes just sort of cleaning off dead debris from the tailpipe and exhaust system, because caked on organic material can heat up, then fall off and start fires. And also just being careful where they park their ATVs. So don't park in tall grass or any other sort of fuels where you can have that organic material right in contact with the hot exhaust.
The fear is a poorly maintained exhaust pipe can cause a forest fire. A spark arrestor checked and cleaned on a seasonal basis can reduce sparks.
If your machine is in good shape, then you're not going to create too much carbon and plug up your exhaust. If you burn a good grade of fuel, a premium, the chances of getting sparks and whatnot are lower to start with.
It only takes a few minutes to clean the carbon off a spark arrestor with a wire brush.
Exhaust on these things is pretty well made of stainless steel, so it's not as if it's just iron where it's going to corrode and be hard to get the bolts out of it. When you're maintaining it, cleaning it, whatever, that's the time to do it. And if you're a real high miler, where you put on 3,000 or 4,000 clicks in a season, then once at the start and once in the middle of the season, and that should probably do it.
All human-caused fires are preventable. If a fire is set unintentionally, a fine can still be issued.
If you are caught intentionally setting a fire, it's up to $1 million fine and up to 3 years in prison. And even if it's unintentional, if it's just careless activity, those fines still exist. For ATV use that's careless, you can face a fine of up to $100,000 if you're found to start a fire. And you can also be charged for all of the costs associated with fighting those fires, and that can run into the millions of dollars.
It may be more difficult to start a fire in a large timber area. However, ATV riders need to be aware of the dry kindling-like material on the forest floor. Dave Branco, CKPG News.